Leo is obnoxious. He's selfish. He's he's really lost the ability to listen. He's he's kind of a professional dreamer. And to me, you can have all these negative things, but that to me is this sort of endearing quality that never ceases to sort of get you on his side. And I think he's even when something seems impossible, for the fact that he's going after a now happily married woman, it doesn't seem impossible to him. And I think it's I'm not encouraging that particular style, but I think it's the sense of dreaming. I think it's sort of been taken out of society a little bit, and I like the fact that here's this character that's sort of willing to sort of say, you know what, no, if a window of opportunity presents itself, I'm going to jump through and ask questions later. Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably not to that extreme, but I'm definitely a glass half full guy, for sure. I think that's the only way to look at the world. I think every morning you have that choice when you wake up to be happy or sad, and it's so much easier to be happy. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of effort to sort of walk around or to avoid people or to sort of just to not be a nice person. I think you get far more out of life. Come on, we're only here once. We might as well enjoy it, right? Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of camera trickery in there, but yes, they hired he was known as Canada's best juggler, and he's also sort of a Houdini expert. The week before they hired him, he just completed this stunt where he jumped out of a plane in a straitjacket and released himself, and then so we obviously sort of hit it off like a house on fire, and I was picking his brain, and he sort of helped me to sort of juggle plates. Anyone who has juggled before, it's relatively easy to juggle sort of balls, 3 balls, but plates, particularly these sort of the weighted ones that we had, it was quite tricky. So I got up to sort of 4 plates, and I was pretty impressed with that. I'm definitely romantic. Yeah, I that's why the other thing that I loved about this was that it's so unbelievably hopelessly romantic. Mm-hmm. And I'm not much of a romantic comedy guy. I much prefer sort of a really sort of dark and almost depressing story. So this really sort of cut through for me because it was old school romanticism, the kind of romanticism that I love, that I grew up with. I still open car doors for women. I always feel incredibly compassionate for the female in the scene, because more often than not, 90% of our crew are male. So it's far more confronting for them. So I kind of take a very kind of gentle take on it, and I'll go and knock on their trailer door an hour or two before we start shooting and just sort of say, and talk through the scene. Maybe you come up with sort of words or, tap outs type of thing. If you're feeling uncomfortable, just let me know, and we won't do anything that you're feeling uncomfortable with, that type of thing. So you go in it together, and that way you're going to get a better performance from both of us.